All right, everybody, it's the 8th of January. Holidays are over. We had our first major windstorm. Maybe you saw the video of my dog getting scared out of his doghouse. A couple days after that windstorm, and what are we doing? We are doing more improvements on our house. The guys that did all of this concrete, they're back, and they did the concrete at my shop. If you remember, we got rid of a bunch of bays. They were crooked and thin and cracking, and they redid those bays. Well, they're back here, and we are doing major work. Because when we moved here, the house only had a 3-car parking spot. And we added the dog run with another 2-car spot for me and my truck. We originally wanted to cement from our gate down to here, to the driveway, right? So you could drive down in here and drive out, not touching dirt. Also, kids, grandkids could come over and ride their bikes. Well, these guys are actually going to continue the cement all the way down and around that bin. So they're creating fall right now. All right, it's the end of day number 1, doing our new concrete project. Promised you guys 4 years ago we were going to work on this property. And we have done tons of projects. You've seen all those projects. We document them for your viewing pleasure and for our own family's memory database. We're doing somewhere between 80 and 100 yards of concrete. The framework you see there, or those form boards you see there, that's called the swell. That's actually, it's not going to be swollen, it's going to be a divot where the water will come from both sides during a downpour, and then it'll fall down this direction, go down that way. So day 1, they got the swell formed. They did a ton of grading. We have to have fall from basically that red truck all the way this way, and they're going to be here in the morning to pour the middle section. Hey, are you cold? Are you cold up here? Huh? What's that noise you're making? Are you cold? All right, guys, check it out. This is day 2 of getting what is apparently gonna be 90 yards of concrete. They call this the swell, which is like a trough, right? Brings the water this way. They got this all poured today and they just left. It's about 4 o'clock, and then tomorrow they're gonna pour this whole section here. That's going to be a planter right there. You can see the planter, we have it like a radius so that I can back my camper in on the cement, because there's going to be a fence there, a lot like the fence at the dog run. And then it's just going to be about 2 weeks worth of work, they're telling me. Then they're going to form all of this here out and then pour this section, and then they got to pour all the way up to the driveway. So major improvements on this property. Is going to be great. All right, guys, it's night. It's actually day 3, but I had to work today all day. My manager's really sick, so I had to go up there and pull a 7 to 5, and I wasn't here today to film, but they got the second part of the concrete poured, and this is going to be that leads up to where I put the camper in and out of the side yard here. Tomorrow they're going to do this whole side over here. Looks like they got it pretty much ready. We're basically taking like a 1/4 acre and cementing the whole thing. So there she is. There's my baby. All right, let's get you in the house. It's now Friday the 12th. They started this Monday and they're about 40% done. So this is that middle part we talked about before. This is the part they poured on Tuesday. This is the part they actually poured yesterday. They poured this. It still looks super wet, but you can walk on it and stuff. So there's some adjustments he asked me to look at as far as where the lines are for the next pour that I'm going to go over with him. My blind guy's learning his new property here. There we go. It's going to go all the way out, and then back here, this is like my little junkyard. I'm going to gravel all this, keep my trucks and my trailers back here. And back here I'm going to build a planter, and I'm going to put trees in that planter right there in front of the bin. We're going to put trees there and trees there to kind of add 2 layers of wind block, and then we're going to fence all this in right here. This is all going to be grass like we talked about, and like swing sets and grandbaby hangout, and that fence is going to continue all the way to the edge right there. And then this part we're going to do like D&G, and then put some more trees in here for wind block. So we're on a standby for pouring right now. They're going to be back here Monday to start forming the rest, and then pour the rest next week. So I'm heading up to work, and I'm going to have a nice weekend off, and I'll update you next week. So here we go. All right, this is Monday, and the first 3 pours have had all weekend to dry. So let's take a look. Here she is.
Hello.
I said this is why we got all the concrete, because of these Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. And tomorrow he's gonna pour, he said, at least half of this up to where the car's parked, and then the rest the day after. So we have a plan to get our cars out of here before the sun comes up, and then we're gonna have to park out on the street for a couple days. It's coming together. Put some grass, and our tanks for the house are right here, so we can't really put trees here, but we can do some rockscape, and we do want to have some grass in here somewhere just to give the house some greenness. We're going to send the water from here down, and then from here that way, because we have a drain over here. A lot of production. So we're getting a truck every 20 minutes in here to do this final pour here. And I'm just coming home from being in town, and they are going gangbusters. So I got to park out here on the road here. Let's get this done. And incidentally, we just bought this lot right here. So our property now is going to be from 2 acres to 4 acres. It goes all the way over there. So somehow we'll connect this or do something. I don't know. But you know me, I'm always doing something. So here is the crew here going gangbusters, pouring this last 50 yards, I think, of concrete. I think in total we're maybe up to 100. I don't know. I'm going to find out though. And this is going to be Tuesday. It's now a week and 2 days into the beginning of the project that he told me would take under 2 weeks. So he's ahead of schedule. Hey, you guys know what that is. So let's get in here and check it out. That's my town for you. These guys are going gangbusters. Looks good. Oh yeah, look at all that. Woo! All right, this is Wednesday, a week and a half after they started. I have yet to get a final count on the amount, but I think it's 100 yards. We started at 80, then 90, and then we widened this by like 5 feet. We widened it here by like another 5 feet, so this corner is just a little more natural. Anyway, we've got water run to all of the areas where we're gonna have planters. We have water going underneath over there, so I can plant along here. And like I said, when we moved here, we have tons of plans for this house, tons and tons. And you know, we got the pool done. This is the 4th job that Vargas Concrete has come out and done for us. And here's pictures of all the other jobs they've done. And this is the biggest. He said this is actually his biggest job he's ever done. So we're real happy with it. It's drying today because they finished it yesterday, and they'll be here tomorrow to get their red truck out and to bring in the little Bobcat, and then we're going to clean up all the dirt that's left. There's piles of dirt left everywhere. So it's looking good, guys. Hope you like the project. Took a lot of time, a lot of work. They started pouring this section that color change difference right there? Here, let's go take a look.
They started pouring.
Right here, because they had poured up to there last week and it dried over the weekend and we were riding around on our bikes and stuff. They started pouring here at 8 a.m. The truck was backing in here, and the last truck got here at 2 o'clock. And they were coming every 30-40 minutes or so. And these dudes worked all the way up till 2 o'clock. And then they left at 3. Lots of work. All right, time to go to work. All right, you guys. It is the Sunday after they finished the concrete on last Wednesday. And I just want to show you, we've had rain. Not heavy rain, but we have had rain off and on all day. And our idea to redirect all of this water that used to flow over is now submitting to the swell and the little speed bump thing. It's like a little molded curve, right? So all this water that used to go down is now, if you look, you can see it going down our little valley perfectly. Just so super stoked to see this. So the erosion that would take place in the rare occasion that we would get water is done. Not going to happen. I can now work on all this property here. See, it goes right down here like this, right behind my brother-in-law's Suburban, and right in that drain. See the drain? So we got it to fall this way, and then from right around here we have it falling this way, and you can see it's coming down in here. Now where does this go? This goes underneath here. We planned this all years ago, and it comes out here. Talked about this. So again, I will run a big couple 100-foot pipe down, bury it, and make a little pond down there that will just be a percolation pit, so the water has a place to go and then just seep into the ground, so it causes no more damage. So that's working perfectly. Let's go check out the big parts. So you can see the little valley that we created in the middle is also doing its job. Let me get the reflection right. See this water? It's all coming down and around the corner in this little valley perfectly. So where this water ends up is it dumps out onto my dirt, and then it makes its way down that way, and then I'll gravel all this. We have a drain here because any water that comes down off of this will go down in a drain over there, come out here, and we're going to run this out and down. So this will be done Tuesday. Anyway, came out good. A couple things came out different than I thought, but overall we're very happy. This is 108 yards of concrete, almost 9,000 square feet. All right, so I'm going to go rescue my dog who's waiting for me, and I'll update you in a few days. All right, just getting some of the immediate final touches. We had to knock all these rocks down when they were bringing in that container, and it's been a year. They've been over the edge, so I just got done putting them back where they go. Kind of gives you a visual guide when you come in at night. My vision for this is to have a little like 36-inch fence all the way around this radius here, backed up with a tree here and there, just to look pretty when you come in. Same thing on this side, a little bit of a fence coming down. I'll eventually go all the way around the back here, and then trees dotted every so often. What is he doing down there? What are you doing down there? You just paid to have all that filled in. Digging some kind of intricate tunnel system.
Connect a series of tunnels like the Viet Cong.
Well, that's pretty much it. Join us out in Glamis next weekend for our second trip of the season. See ya! So when you see those cool shots of YouTubers driving on highways and off-road vehicles, and you wonder how they get those shots, this is how, okay? I got this drone for Christmas for my wife. My other drone was a Mini 2 DJI, and this is the Mini 4 Pro. And see the little green X on the subject? It's following me. It's been following me for about half a mile, and it's not recording right now, but I did record some of it, and I'm gonna record more going through the canyon by the train tracks. But that's how we do it, man. We launch the drone, we tell it to follow us, and these things have gotten really good. It's got 6-way object avoidance, I think, 4 on top, 2 on the bottom, and you can tell it to bypass the object by going up in elevation, or you can tell it to stop flying. I have it on bypass, so if you come up on a big tree or something, it'll just go up and over, but it'll keep recording, and pretty cool. The reason why we're getting 90 yards of concrete is so we can ride these things around.
Like and subscribe.